Getting to the Friday the 13th 4Ks, though. So there's 4Ks of the first and the second one.
Yeah.
When the inevitable third movie comes out in 4K, there's really not even a point for that one to be out in 4K, right? Because the Blu-ray kind of looked like shit itself.
Well, it's the 3D. I mean, that's the problem. It's just like, how do you... Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. And it's funny. Almost all the 3D films from that period look exactly the same way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They all have that weird, fuzzy, kind of out of focus look. And it's just, I think it's just a symptom of the way they shot it. I mean, they didn't shoot every single scene in 3D, but there was something about the way they had to treat it in post or something. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not pretending to be an expert on how they had to.
They did that Jaws 3, the AI. You think they may try to do something like that with Friday the 13th 3 to fix the picture?
Imagine.
Jaws 3D has my single favorite worst effect in cinema history. When the shark hits the glass and they just stopped moving the shark.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's the best thing. And it just stops. It's like, that's not how shit works. The shark would still move, motherfuckers. It doesn't just stop. It was like the animator went, launch. It can stop there. And just walked away. It's the dumbest goddamn thing I've ever seen. And that's saying a lot because Jaws the Revenge is next.
All those 3D movies came out within a span of 2 years?
Between 80, late 81, 82 to 84, and then that was it. They just stopped because none of them did. I mean, I think Friday the 13th Part 3 probably did the best out of all of them. But Amityville 3D, Space Hunter, Coming at Ya. There was a whole slew of them there, and then everyone suddenly went, "Oh, this sucks."
Silent madness, yeah.
And it didn't help that none of those movies were any good. There wasn't a single one of those 3D movies that made people go, "Oh yeah, more of that shit." It was just like there was about a dozen of them.
You ever try to make a big budget 3D movie? All those are kind of
not back then. I mean, obviously with Avatar and shit like that, yeah, they did for a while, and even that petered out after a while.
Well, that technology, that 3D from that time period, is very similar to what the technology is for some of the more recent movies, isn't it?
Well, the more recent films, the 3D seemed to be much more of an immersive effect. It was like you got distance and depth, and it was less about throwing shit in your face and more about when you would come upon a big landscape, suddenly you would feel how distant things were and how it was much more of an immersive environment. Back then it was really, again, just like, would you like some coffee? That's how it was in the 50s and the 60s.
Yeah.
That hadn't, and I think people at that point were just like, it's a cute gimmick, but the movies all suck. So
for sure, people will buy Part 3 in 4K though. There's no doubt about that.
I will. Yeah. I will.
I want all these people to click everything they're supposed to click.
You haven't been liking them, you haven't been subscribing to them, you haven't clicked the bell or notification or anything like that.
Folks, why don't you click the like button?
Do you hate us? Do you not want to see us succeed?
Why don't you click the heart button?
Is this something that you have against our particular show?
Why don't you subscribe?
You should click on one of them buttons right now if you want us to continue to bring greatness into your life.
There's all kinds of wonderful shirts over at shop.deadpit.com. Simply the best horror shirts. On TeePublic, there are others, but they all suck. You can get some Dead Pit Radio shirts. You can get Last South on the Left. The Hills Have Eyes. Texas Chainsaw. Oh, wait, you can't say Texas Chainsaw. All kinds of shirts, folks. You're gonna love them. Shop.deadpit.com.
Special thanks goes out to our supporters on Patreon. Do you know what kind of stuff you can get on Patreon, Uncle Bill, starting at only $1 a month?
What's that?
Access to every Dead Pit show since 2005. We got almost 200 fan commentaries that we've done over the decades.
Here's what other fucking Patreons do. They're like, hey, give us money and then we'll let you see a video early that we're going to release a fucking week from now, and then that's all we're going to give you. Meanwhile, we have a literal jukebox full of songs thousands of reviews. I don't even know how many shows are up on there now that we've done over the years.
Hundreds of thousands.
You need to figure this out now and subscribe to us on Patreon and YouTube and Instagram. And help us to 1 million. The road to 1 million subscribers starts today.
So DeadPit on Patreon.com. Join today. Tiers start at only $1, but I'd recommend at least the $10 tier.
You can do 50. The stock market's crashing around us, folks, but send us money.